Logos POW.
Right, let's be having a look at some anime games for the Super Nintendo, or the Super Famicom if you like. Right, so first off, I'm cheating already because this is Appleseed and it's not really based on the anime, it's based on the manga, but what are you going to do? I mean, I expect me to do everything for you, can you? Anyway, so here we go. So, Appleseed's a was a long-running series of comic books from the late 80s to mid-90s before Masamune Shirow, the creator, went off to do other things like Ghost in the Shell. And then it sort of came back in the early 2000s as a CG animated movie, a PS2 game as well, amongst other multimedia stuff. So, in the meantime, here's the Super Famicom version. Helicopter. So, mission 5093? What? Sort of dropping me in the middle of the story. Anyway, the story is that it's the far future, and after World War III, a utopian state called Olympus has been created by the surviving factions of the world, and it's a utopian state, but it's not without its problems, so hence you need a heavily armed police force. And the heavily armed police force are augmented by cyber things. And talking of cyber things, here's our main characters. It's Briareus Hekatonchires, and that's spelt wrongly up there. Actually, no, I can select Junon as well, which is the other character. Oh, okay. Here, put down as done and nut, as in she's done her nut. Maybe, I don't know. So we can place Junon. So, sub-weapon. Got two options. Well, we'll go with whatever the default was. Oh. Jump. Grenade. Grenade. Okay. Okay. We can shoot stuff. Now, why is she taller than everybody here? She's not a particularly large woman in the anime. And she's definitely taller than these guys for some reason. Now, I remember playing this back when I had my Super Wildcard, not really understanding what was going on, so I thought I'd give it another go from today's video. To see if I can get any further or get any more enjoyment. Oh, can't jump up there, that's fine. No on-screen status bar, so I'm guessing if I pause it? No. Or select changes weapon. Okay. LNR, no on-screen display at all. Can I use this rocket launcher thing to... No, I can't. Okay, we can climb up there at least. Huh. I think this is about as far as I got with playing it back in the day. Not really knowing where I'm supposed to be going. Maybe I've just got to seriously just go in this door. It seems to be on a different plane. Right, okay, I had to look on YouTube to see what the hell you do here. Do you see that panel of flooring just there? Yep, just there. Really? Really? That's just bullshit. Anyway, so that was completely mystical to why that's a thing. So we're just going to be looking out for panels on the floor now. Hit that switch. That probably opens. Yep, a door here. One thing I also learnt about it from the YouTube clip I watched, if I picked the machine gun, I could have fired diagonally. And that guy's got bulletproof legs. Oh, down here. Have a grenade. No idea if there's an ammunition limit here or not, but oh shit, there's, I wonder if I've got to turn that off. It's a little bit Metroidvania in some ways, I suppose, because the levels don't appear to be linear, and she's sort of turned an unhealthy shade of red, and I'm going to have to find a way of turning that off, aren't I, realistically. Now she's turned a horrible shade of purple, so it's not going what... Ah, shit. Should have just done that in the first place, really, shouldn't I? Well, that thing died quickly, whatever it was. Might as well just stick with this rocket launcher. There's no downside if I get infinite ammo. Well, there's a door to open. There's got to be a fuse box here somewhere. So, yes, it's sort of Metroidvania. It's not... To be honest, and the idea of an Appleseed side-scroller made me quite excited back in the day when I learned this was a thing, but this is not what I hoped. A couple of decades later, when the PlayStation 2 Appleseed game came out, again I was looking forward to it, but alas, that was not very good either. I'm sure you can find some enjoyment from this, but it's not Metroid, it's not Contra, and it's so completely oblique of what you have to do. I mean, evidently you've got to open that door. I've not seen anything which passes as something which would help me open it. No quite obvious fuse box or switch or anything. And to be honest, I really cannot be asked. You've got respawning enemies. I wonder what happens when Juna actually does die. I mean, that looks like that should be something, doesn't it? But no. Grenades, rockets, bullets. Just not doing anything. I'm sure I could probably watch another bit of the playthrough on YouTube, but you know what? I really can't be asked. Should we move along to something which may or may not be better? Yes, let's. Right, so next up we have Tekken Blades. So Tekken Blades is a 1992 anime, based as a reboot against the old Tekken series from the 70s, Tekken Knight something or another. Anyway, so yeah, 1 players. Crystal thing. Yeah, there's some plot. This is an English fan translated ROM as well, but I'm probably going to skip all this kind of stuff anyway. But look, there we go, superhero of outer space. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Again, I first played this back in the dark days of the Super wild card. We appear to have 2 attacks, throwing our spear thing around, or just slicing. Do we have a normal shoot button? No, we don't. We just have the 2. Oh, and those. Right, okay, right. So, a little bit shooty so far, but I don't think there's more to it than that. Oh, crap. I mean, seriously. Some ways this puts me in mind to the Macross game on the Super Famicom, but it's not as polished, that's for sure. Oh, green crystal, that probably gave me some. Oh, blue crystal, that gave me some zingy sparky thing, which will probably run out as soon as I need to use it. Like that, okay, of course. Oh, these bloody bouldery things, that's annoying. And these are, oh crap, that is just bullshit trying to dodge those. I mean, I like the graphics in this, this sounds okay I suppose, but god, it's proving annoying to play so far. Mini bosses. And you can't turn around. It would be excellent if you could. I mean, I don't watch the anime, but I tell you what, I did have the CD single of the entry music, and I tell you that really, really rocked. There we go, that's enough of that before I get a copyright strike. And I'm just about to die. Luckily I've got 2 more lives. Oh, instant respawn. Okay, that gives you a plus there, Tekken Blade. Oh, and now... Dagger! You've done quite well to make it this far. Blade. Tekken Dagger. I hope it says dagger, not dogger, because that means something completely different. And apparently I'm a filthy traitor to be pounded into space dust. And now on to one-on-one fighting. Again, with 2 commands. Street Fighter, this ain't. Music now reminds me of a Mega Drive game. Ask me which one, probably an imaginary one. Why have I lost my... And he hasn't. Because I've done more damage to him than he has to me, and he's still got his spear. Oh, Rise of the Robots time. Jump kick all the way. Oh, I've got it back. Oh, I've got his spear. Okay. Right, finally. I've defeated him. Well done me. And well done Mr. Blade. I just realised I had a time limit at the top there. So stage 2 is the Red Horrible Evil apparently. So again, we're in space. I mean, I like the idea of alternating between a rudimentary beat 'em up and a rudimentary sideways scrolling shoot 'em up, but it is very rudimentary. I mean, the Super Nintendo can do a hell of a lot better than this. I'm not entirely sure what the red power-up did. No, none of the other buttons do anything, it's just 2 buttons. Yeah, the levels just seem to be devoid of any real excitement. Well, we've passed whatever that space station-y thing was, and we're bound to run into another mini-boss. Oh god, it's almost exactly the same attack pattern as the last one. I wonder if I can deal with it quicker by just stabbing it lots. Answer is yes, but at the cost of a lot of energy lost. I mean, it looks the part. Oh, here we go. Another fight against some random guy. Evil Blade. Oh, no, not Evil Blade. He's the worst of the blades. Yeah. I'm not sure I'm going to last a great deal against Evil Man here. Yep, none of the other buttons do anything. Very limited as far as a post-Street Fighter 2 beat 'em up goes. And we're almost dead. This almost means we can play something else. Again, we're stuck in a Rise of the Robots loop there, but I've got a sliver of energy left. But I've still somehow won. So yes, Tekken Blade, it's a game of 2 halves, and both halves are a bit weak. Right, next up we have Bastard, and that really is what it's called. Dark God of Destruction. So again, this is a fan translation hack jobby, so that's nice. I remember again playing this on the Super Wildcard and not understanding what the hell's going on. Stage 1. How pathetic. Is this the end of Metallic? Oh, that's right! All the nations and cities in this are named after heavy metal bands. So Metallicana, well, obviously, I do believe there's Bon Jovina and Def Leppard or Anthraxia, I don't know, Slayer. Remember some 15 years ago, and today, yeah, Dark Schneider. Oh, Dark Schneider's the main character, yes. So first off, the Rebirth. And you're making out with your girlfriend, or whatever, I can't remember. In front of the fireplace, and he turns into Dark Bastard. There we go. So yeah, the little boy turns into Dark Bastard when he's kissed, or something. So first off, Dark Bastard versus Smugman. Now this is a one-on-one fighting game, but it's sort of a... Oh crap. Sort of proto... I don't know, was it called Psychic Force, that Taito game on PlayStation? And also I've got it set, this patch has got easy spells, which apparently should make things a bit easier, but I've no idea what these spells are, because I didn't read any instructions or FAQs on this. And I've yet to hit Garo even, well, maybe I've hit him once. And the buttons all seem to do this. Oh! Well, I did something there, but no idea how I did it. But the effect of whizzing in and out of the screen with the parallax scrolling going around and the Mode 7 thing is fairly interesting, I think. But you just don't seem to have a great deal of control over what you're actually doing. You know, I'm getting good at doing this magic shit. Probably. Got a homing missile thing going after him there. No idea how I did it, I'm just jamming buttons together. The shoulder buttons seem to control you zooming in and out of the screen to a point. And a couple of hits on Garo and I do believe he is dead. Or at least defeated. And, yeah, okay, we've got him. One player win. There is a versus mode on this if you want to inflict this on a friend. What? Another round? Oh, Christ almighty. Okay, well I've worked out just by jamming X and A together you can do this spell. But he's just completely flipping out with his magical bullshit shurikens and throwing me around, and then I've been defeated. Phew, apparently. Yeah, this is not good fun, is it? This is technically quite impressive. It looks nice. Sort of captures the spirit of the anime to a degree from what I remember. But God, it's been nearly 30 years since I watched the anime. Yeah, it just seems to be a case of jamming buttons together. Maybe it's a bit more nuanced than the original Japanese where you've got to do chord circles and stuff, but it does say in the FAQ, I read somewhere recently, that the default spell controls are incredibly unwieldy, so that would have made it even more confusing. So yeah, bastard hard more like. Right, so this is going to be a bit of an odyssey. This is Street Combat. Yeah, there's a story here, so let's just quickly show you what's going on here. So Street Combat, wow, no character selection. I just play as blonde 3D glasses man Steven versus Tyrone. Right, you can see this looks absolutely shocking and awful, but why is it in this video? Now, allow me now to just put this through the Japanese filter I have handy. It's a blogger invention. I invented it just for this episode. So, filter, go! Yes, hard to believe. This is the same game. Street Combat was mercilessly butchered by IRM for release in America and from Ranma Half. I mean, Ranma Half, okay, quick background. Rumiko Takahashi anime and manga series, very popular, especially with unbroken eggs all over the place, probably me included. Apparently wasn't good enough for US audiences, so they turned it into Street Combat. And to be honest, as far as fighting games go, again, it's no Street Fighter. But it laid some foundations, because there were more Ranma games. Let's have a quick look at a couple of the other ones, because this one is very basic as far as things go. You can't actually jump either. Right, so curiously enough, there was a Ranma Half game released in Europe. From Ocean of all people. Automatically you can see we've got selectable characters, which is nice, even in the single player mode. So we're going to play as female Ranma because, well, aforementioned egg reasons. and it expanded the character roster to include many characters from the anime and the manga. But still wasn't quite up to sort of Street Fighter standards. I mean, it looks a lot nicer, and the graphics are good, and the stuff. Can't for the life of me work out how to jump. Again, no jumping. I can sort of jump backwards. I've got a jump button. There we go. That's really daft. The jump button. But anyway, it wasn't all there was, because this was the second Ranma game. I think it was released in the States under Hard Battle, with some absolutely dreadful artwork again on the box. They couldn't get it right, could they? But let's have a quick look at the last Ranma game. Well, at least the last one on the Super Famicom anyway. Super Nintendo. Sneeze box. And so yes, we have Hard Battle 2. So story mode, again, selectable characters. And a pretty nice character select screen. So we could be Kodachi or Shampoo or the girl with the spatula. Let's be her this time. So Yukio versus Moose. You can now at last jump in the way you'd expect to be able to jump in such a game, and throw spatulas with a fireball motion. But again, it's still not really Street Fighter. It's a very nice game in its own right, and I did have fun playing it back in the day. Again, courtesy of a dodgy disc copying device. But why would you play this these days? You know what, I really probably should look at the more modern Ranma games. I think there's a couple for the PlayStation. I really must look at those. There's a couple of visual novels on the PC Engine and an RPG on the SNES, but nice to see. But yeah, that's the story of the Super Famicom stroke SNES Ranma games, and how one was butchered but wasn't very good. One was released in PAL over territories, wasn't very good. And then the third one was probably where it probably should have started, with this level of polish, but again, you had probably 6 versions of Street Fighter out on the Super Nintendo by now, but and some Neo Geo conversions, so unless you're a really big fan of Ranma half, there probably wasn't that much point in getting this as a fighting game. Hey ho. So there we go, 4 anime games for the Super Nintendo Famicom system from Japan. What did you think of them? Bit of a mixed bag, wasn't it? Just let me know in the comments below.
Yeah, subscribe or naff off!